Partes importantes da cadeia de enriquecimento de urânio do Irã sobreviveram aos ataques dos Estados Unidos e de Israel. É isso que mostra uma investigação da CNN feita com base em imagens de satélite. Veja agora na reportagem de Katie Glaze.
This university in central Tehran is considered by the US and Israel one of the very first stages in Iran's nuclear supply chain. It was struck in mid-March by the US-Israeli campaign, and it's one of dozens of sites across Iran we've been analysing to see how much of its nuclear supply chain has been wiped out. And the answer is not as much as the US and Israel would like. That university you just saw has been under US sanctions since 2012 for researching and developing weapons of mass destruction. It's a reminder of just how long the US has been tracking Iran's ability to make nuclear weapons. And we found that in these latest strikes by the US and Israel, while much of the production process has been substantially damaged, some of the most important parts of this process, the stores of highly enriched uranium, may not have been touched at all. Let's start at the beginning of the supply chain. Alongside the research, the process starts at places like these, Saghan Uranium Mine, where the raw material, uranium ore, is mined. In recent years, Saghan Mine has expanded significantly. You can see widening pits, growing piles of earth, and diggers. We looked at recent imagery since the latest strikes and found no evidence of damage. In fact, from between the clouds, you can still see diggers operating at the site. So far, this indicates this stage of the nuclear supply chain may remain untouched. Next, the mined uranium ore is transported to production plants like this one in Ardakan. Here, it's converted into yellowcake, which is a type of concentrated uranium. We found this plant was substantially damaged in recent strikes on March 27th. An image taken the following month shows little change, suggesting the Iranians have not rebuilt this site yet. After this, the yellowcake is taken here to sites like this one in Isfahan to be purified and converted into uranium hexafluoride. And it's this one, this stage of the supply chain, that has caused the biggest headache for the US and Israel. Back last June, French outlet Le Monde found this truck visible in imagery taken just days before the strikes. These blue containers are likely carrying uranium into the tunnels, experts told CNN. Days later, these facilities were substantially damaged in Israeli attacks. You can see several buildings wiped out. Then, in early 2026, Iran covered over several entrances to these underground tunnels with earth, preventing people from accessing them. Further measures were taken this April when these roadblocks were put up in front of the entrances to the tunnels. It could suggest there still remains something valuable down there. They were not, however, hit in the latest US-Israeli strikes. Even experts we spoke to are unsure why. David Albright is a world-leading expert on nuclear weapons. How much of a risk in the future is that stores in Isfahan Mountain?
Well, I think it's a big risk. That's quite a bit of money in the bank. I mean, the amount of enriched uranium they've produced was equivalent to a full years of production of their entire enrichment complex, and is believed to be mostly, and almost all of it, at Isfahan.
In fact, the US believes this too, and their demand to remove this uranium has been a key issue in the stalling peace negotiations. And finding out exactly how much is down there is central to determining whether Iran remains a nuclear threat. Katie Glaze, CNN, London.